I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm feeling my most confident self, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm super productive. I have better interactions in my relationships. I feel pumped up at work. I have better physical health. So many things when I'm feeling my most confident self. So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my top 10 confidence boosting tips. But before we get into the video, I just want to welcome those of you who are new here. Welcome to our family, welcome to our community. My name is Bridget and I am a parent and mindset coach. I also have a free Facebook group, which I'm going to link in the description below. It's called Raising Me While Raising You. And if you're a parent and you're on your personal development journey, you want to learn about mindset, confidence, motivation, have a community of people who are on the same journey and want to support each other, this is going to be the group for you. So I'm going to leave that link in the description and I hope to see you guys there. While I still have your attention, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every single Tuesday and Friday. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So if you're anything like me, you've probably struggled quite a bit in your life with confidence. I think that's something, even as women, everyone struggles with a little bit. And I think as women, it's important to talk about this because I think over the past at least couple of years, we've uncovered a lot. There's more equality for women, there's more motivation and support and community on the internet and out there. But we haven't really, I think, talked about enough the importance of kind of unlearning some of these conditioned beliefs that we all still have. So growing up, for me at least, there was a standard for women. And there still is a standard for women because that's why we have so many beauty products. There's literally something to change every single aspect of you. Your hair color, your body type, your wrinkles, your stretch marks, your everything. Like there's something to remove every single part of your body. And so, we're going to struggle with confidence regardless. So some of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about do have to do with, our physical bodies, but they also have a lot to do with the mental state. So one of my first tips for you guys, which I've probably talked about in so many videos before, is focusing on the positivity in life. And that seems so cliche, but it really is so effective. The more we focus on, the more we see in our life. So if you are the type of person to constantly focus on the negative aspects of yourself, you're just going to consistently see that. Every time you look in the mirror, all you're going to see is the things that you don't like about yourself. And of course that's going to affect your confidence. But if we focused on the things that we loved about ourselves, and you can try doing this without looking in a mirror, just examining your body, focusing on the things you do love. Like for me, for example, I like my eyes. I think my eyes are pretty nice. I like my face. I like my nose. I like my lips. I like my legs. I like how strong they are. I like my arms. There are a lot of things that I really like about my body that I don't focus on enough. So I try to focus, for the most part, I try to focus on those good things. When I look in the mirror, I remind myself of what my body can do. The things it can do for me, the places it can get me to, right? And when I'm focusing more on that positivity, I see it show up. I'm not so worried when I go out in public or when I talk to somebody. I'm not so worried about what I look like, but how I'm showing up, who I'm being. So along with that positivity, I'm always advocating to work on your mindset because your mindset is a huge part of your confidence. Our mindset is controlling almost every single part of our lives. It's how we will view a situation, whether we think we can or we think we can't. So if you're the type of person who is constantly talking badly about yourself, not just your physical being, right? But your mental being as well. If you consistently tell yourself, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, or I don't give enough value, or I'm too young, or I'm too old, or I'm too big, or I'm too small, you're never going to take those actions that you need to take in order to get to the next phase, in order to reach your goals and your dreams, in order to be the truest version of yourself that you can. So focusing on your mindset is a huge one. Third tip I have for you guys is to speak kindly to yourself. And this kind of goes along with the first one, but the very act of physically saying that statement out loud and expressing that self-compassion towards yourself is huge. Because there are a lot of times where I'm falling unconscious, where I'm not super present, where I won't even notice that I'm talking badly about myself. And this happens to me all the time where, I'll get myself into a certain mood as I'm talking badly about myself. I'm so stupid, I'm so this, I'm so that. And I'm so flustered by all of this chaos in my mind that I'll make a mistake, I'll do something stupid, I'll do something clumsy. And then it gets me more frustrated, and I'm just like this ball of chaotic energy because I'm only listening to those thoughts. Instead of saying, you're not good enough, say, maybe I'm just not there yet, but I will get there. And along with saying those physical things, I want you to make a list. And I want you to pause this video right now and make a list of all of your strengths. And it'll probably take time. You might get a little frustrated, but I want you to do it. And I want you to put it somewhere to constantly remind yourself of your strengths. These can be physical, these can be mental, these can be anything. Whatever you think you are really good at. And reminding yourself during those hard times that this is what I'm good at. This is what I should focus on. And then improve those strengths. For a long time, I'm not sure if I'm probably not the only one who thinks this, but for a really long time, I was frustrated that I felt like I wasn't really good at anything. Or I wasn't really great at anything, rather. I was good at a couple things, but I didn't feel like I was really good at anything. And the most successful people that I saw in life, that I grew up seeing, were really good at one thing. And that is typically how successful people come about. They become really good at just one thing. So when I started improving on things that I was already okay at, and then I kind of saw, which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like, I narrowed down that focus, worked on those things even more, and watched as I became really good at a couple different things. Right? So the more we work on those skills, those strengths that we have, the better we feel, the more confident we become. If we focus on the things that we're good at and we make them great, then we'll feel like we have a purpose. There are a few things that humans, need in this life. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And one of them is having a purpose or a belonging. We as humans, we need that to feel satisfied. And when we're satisfied, we become that much more confident. Another great thing, which I think I've talked about on this channel before, visualizing. Visualizing is so powerful for confidence. It's really powerful when you're trying to improve any skill. When you want to be better at public speaking, or you want to be better at basketball, or you want to be better at literally anything, if you visualize yourself doing that act, you're already taking your mind into that environment. You're already conditioning your mind how to behave in that environment. So it's almost as if you're practicing in the physical world, but you're practicing in the mental world. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but it really does work. So I want you to take the time to visualize what confidence looks like to you. What is the most truest and beautiful self that you can imagine you to be? Take the time to really figure out the details. It's so easy to know what we don't want, but it's a little difficult to kind of come to terms with what we do want. I know I don't want to be alone. I know I don't want to live in the cold. I know I don't want to be unhappy. I know I don't want to be unfulfilled. But what do I want? Where do I want to live? Who do I want to be with? What do I want to be doing? Those are a little bit tougher to answer. So taking the time to visualize what it looks like for you, what confidence looks like, who are you talking to? What are you wearing? How are you acting? What do you look like? Where are you? Taking the time to see that helps you get that much closer to achieving that dream. And that brings me to the next tip for you guys. Having dreams, having goals, and actually achieving them helps boost our confidence. And it kind of sounds like a no-brainer, but even the smallest wins of, like just a daily goal, achieving all the things on our to-do list for the day, it boosts your confidence, right? And it brings us closer to achieving the larger goals. But if we take the time to focus on those small wins, where it's like when you're rolling a snowball, you have to get started and it looks really small, right? But then you start rolling, and then it becomes this huge, amazing ball of, everything that you've ever dreamed of out of a snowball. But it starts out small. You're increasing the momentum. So that's what we have to do with our confidence. We have to focus on those small wins, those small goals, and actually set them too. Before we can achieve them, we have to set them. So make sure that's your first step. This next tip is probably one of the most important ones on this list. Don't subscribe to the negative self-talk that you have. We all have negative self-talk. The most successful people will not listen to that negative self-talk. Our minds will literally make up these crazy, crazy scenarios that do not exist in reality. The amount of time I've spent wasting just trying to argue with myself in my mind about what people might think or what might happen if I do the thing, it's absurd. The amount of time I've wasted, it's absolutely absurd. I could have spent so much, it makes me mad sometimes. I could have spent so much time and energy on just doing the thing and not caring and being happy without listening to whatever was going on in my mind. Right? I spent so much time as a kid. Granted, I had severe social anxiety, but I spent so much time worrying about what my voice sounded like, what I looked like, what I was saying, and not actually living in the moment, interacting with the person, and just being me. And I've watched myself, well, I guess I've remembered over the years still falling into those scenarios, but even knowing the knowledge that I know now, I still fall into those patterns. So I really have to snap myself out of it and say, stop thinking about this. Stop thinking that people are judging you or looking at you or talking about you. You're spending so much time and energy focusing on that. So if I don't judge this person in my life, why am I judging myself when I am the most important person? Because only I will achieve my goals and my dreams. And only I am the person who is stopping myself from achieving those goals and those dreams. So remember that one. The last tip I have for you guys is do something every day that scares you. And I know that itself sounds very scary, but I promise you it is so worth it. Because living comfortably your entire life, you're not living. If you don't sit with that discomfort, if you don't do the things that scare you, you'll never get to a place that you want to be. The more we repeatedly do something that's uncomfortable, the more comfortable we get with doing that thing. And then we get better, we grow stronger, we transform, we become, the people that we want to become. But it starts with doing that scary thing. And it could be as simple as, waking up early or taking a cold shower or making that doctor's appointment that you've been neglecting to make, like me. I mean, it's the little things. So for me, because of my social anxiety, it's making that phone call, or it's talking to that person, or it's going somewhere alone, or it's talking to that family member that, I've been meaning to text for a while. It's doing those things. Also for my work, it's messaging those people. It's creating more interactions. It's posting more videos on the internet. It's doing those things. So for me, that's what it looks like, but it's going to be different for everyone, and it doesn't matter how small or how big. It just matters that you do it. And I promise you, it will boost your confidence, because you know that you did the thing. Before I end today's video, I just wanted to announce that spots for my free consult are open, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below. If you're a parent and you're into personal development, you're working on your journey, trying to improve your confidence or your mindset, or have better relationships in your family, I really urge you to sign up for the consult. You'll get the chance to chat with me, talk about what you're struggling with, and I'll be talking about how I can help, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.